Top 5 Evilest and Most Dangerous Women by Zodiac Sign. There are women whose strength is not in affection, but in toughness. They do not forgive, do not give in and do not yield. Their energy suppresses the weak and delights the strong. Their words can become a weapon, and their actions, a cold punishment for those who dared to cross the line. This is not just a temperament, it is an internal structure, tempered by time, pain and absolute control over themselves and others. In this video, the top 5 most evil and dangerous women by Zodiac Sign. We are not looking for bad girls here, we are talking about those who are able to demolish everything in their path for the sake of a goal. Each of them has her own style of power. One destroys morally, another acts silently, the third, without warning. If you want to know which signs form such women, watch to the end. Check if you or your friend are on this list, and subscribe to the channel. Here we tell the truth, not astrological fairy tales. Write in the comments who you would put in first place, and be careful, one of them may be closer than you think. The first sign is Scorpio. The Scorpio woman is not just evil, she is destructive. Her danger lies in the fact that she senses power where others do not see it. She penetrates into other people's weaknesses like poison, silently and unnoticed. And if she decides that you are guilty, you will not be saved. Not by justification, not by a ransom, not by repentance. Her decision is final, her methods are merciless. She does not arrange conflicts, she ends them. She does not discuss, but acts. She does not take revenge in public, but works in the shadows. The Scorpio woman knows how to be affectionate, smiling and even seductive when preparing to strike. Her anger is icy, she does not lose control, she lives in it. Her emotions are not outbursts, they are tools. She controls them as clearly as a surgeon with a scalpel. Scorpio destroys not loudly, but precisely. Her method is to poison your trust. She infiltrates your circle, learns everything about you, creates an illusion of safety, and then turns off the lights, leaves you isolated, panicked, without support. And even if you beg, she will not show mercy. She has no mercy for those who have crossed the line. A Scorpio woman is control over pain. She knows how to inflict it without screaming, without traces, without witnesses, and most importantly, she does it not because she cannot stop, but because she believes that it is right. Her personal system of justice is merciless. If she has identified you as an enemy, that is the end. Her opinion does not change, and no one cancels her sentences. She does not forgive betrayal. Even suspicion of betrayal can cause destruction. She does not need proof. She believes in intuition, and her intuition is like a lie detector. One look, and she already knows what you are hiding. And you won't even notice how you are already under the gun. She can destroy your reputation in 3 phrases. She can take revenge with one video, one contact, one touch to your weakness. A Scorpio woman does not fight on equal terms. She chooses the moment when you are most vulnerable, and strikes. 1. Precise, after which nothing can be fixed. She will not talk, she will simply disappear from your life, taking with her everything that you could not hold on to: trust, status, peace. She knows how to read people. She instantly finds your fears. And if you hurt her, humiliated her or tried to manipulate her, she will use your own methods. Only many times more powerful. Her style is symmetrical, but harsher. She returns pain with an extra surcharge, because she does not consider it necessary to be merciful. A Scorpio woman is dangerous in close proximity. The closer you are to her, the stronger the blow will be in case of a conflict. She will leave no chance. Her revenge is a purge. She will delete not only you, but also everything that was connected with you. She has no emotional ballast. She does not drag the past along with her. She burns it to the ground, without ashes. The danger of a Scorpio woman is in her ability to endure. She can endure for a long time, hiding her rage under calm. But this is not forgiveness. This is accumulation. When the cup overflows, her anger breaks out with such force that it demolishes everything in its path. She does not know halftones, only extremes. Either you are in her trust, or under her blow. Her anger is an instrument of control. If you are not afraid of her, she will make you afraid. And this will not be fear of her, but of yourself. Because she will make you doubt your actions, words, motives. Her strength is in psychological pressure. In her presence, people cease to be confident in themselves. Because she sees right through them. She does not manipulate for the sake of profit. She manipulates for the sake of truth. Her truth. And if you do not fit into her values, she will rewrite your role in her life. To 0. The Scorpio woman does not believe in second chances. If you let her down, you are gone. No chance for dialogue, no hope for forgiveness. She does not look back, does not explain, does not regret. That is why she is one of the most evil and dangerous women of the zodiac. Not because she is evil by nature, but because she always knows where to hit. And if she hits, she will hit you in a way that you will remember forever. The second sign is Virgo. A woman born under the sign of Virgo, at first glance, seems to be the embodiment of intelligence, restraint and impeccable taste. But behind her cold logic and ideal external form, one of the most dangerous forms of anger is hidden, rational, calculating and not silent. She will never throw tantrums, will not stoop to cheap accusations. Her method is a precise hit in a vulnerable spot, without screaming and emotions, but with an absolute guarantee of a damaging effect. The danger of a Virgo woman lies in her impeccable memory, analytical mind and incredible observation. She can remember other people's words and actions for years, while outwardly demonstrating complete calm. But when the moment comes, she brings down a blow so that a person cannot get up. She does not take revenge for pleasure, she restores justice according to her own, very strict laws. Her anger is not a flash, it is a program calculated according to precise formulas. In a relationship, she can be patient, attentive and caring. But as soon as you cross the line of her standards, that same internal predator mode turns on. She does not raise her voice, does not threaten, does not roll her eyes. She simply begins to turn off resources, trust, warmth, support, communication. And at some point, the man realizes that everything is lost. Without a scandal, but forever. And the worst thing is that he will not be able to blame her for anything. Because outwardly, everything is noble. A Virgo woman in a professional environment is someone who is feared, respected and does not risk being offended. Her anger in business is manifested not in threats, but in exceptional efficiency. If someone crosses her path, he disappears from the system. She will find legal grounds, competently build an argument, get support, and quietly, without scandals, remove the obstacle. This is a strategy. This is the power hidden in the formula. This is the intellectual superiority that she possesses to perfection. Her anger cannot be noticed at first glance. It is not bright. It is quiet. But if it is aimed at someone, it is the end. Because Virgo does not destroy demonstratively, she builds the situation so that the victim accepts all the conditions. She does not burn, she freezes. And this is her absolute danger. The third sign is Gemini. A Gemini woman is dangerous not physically, but mentally. She does not destroy walls, she destroys consciousness. Her weapons are words, logic, information. She communicates easily, plays with words, manipulates intonation. And this is precisely her threat. She is able to use language like a knife, not just to wound, to cut to the very essence. Her anger is not a scream. It is sarcasm, irony, cold-blooded formulations, from which the interlocutor's hands drop. She does not arrange showdowns. She turns on the mode of intellectual superiority. Her anger is when she smiles, but with words she destroys your self-esteem. She knows what to say to hit the weakest spot, and she does it without fail. Not because she is taking revenge, but because she can. A Gemini woman always thinks faster than you. Therefore, you will not be able to predict her steps. Today she is with you, tomorrow she is against you, and you will not even understand when the turn has happened. She switches instantly. She does not give a second chance. Her decisions come suddenly, but finally. And if she is offended, you will not hear a scream. You will hear arguments. And in these arguments there will be no path to justification. She can be charming, easy, talkative, until you touch her boundaries. Then a completely different woman turns on. Cold, prickly, sharp as a razor. She will not sort things out. She will reduce them to zero. And she will start talking about you to others, so that your name will cease to inspire respect. She can destroy your image in an evening, simply because you turned out to be unworthy of her time. Her anger is always logical. She never throws tantrums. She prefers an audience. In front of witnesses, she is more precise. Where others shout, she constructs phrases. Where others are silent, she asks questions. And every question of hers is a trap. Every word is a snare. And if you started an argument with her, you have already lost. She is dangerous because she does not accept anyone's rules. She sets her own. And if you do not agree, she leaves, leaving behind emptiness and a silent trail of questions. But she does not return. Her anger is distance. She does not pursue, she disappears. But before that, she says everything she thinks. Without filters, without pauses, without pity. A Gemini woman does not tolerate pressure. If you try to control her, she will destroy your plan before you have time to voice it. She senses manipulation, and she responds to it without sentimentality. She will not be stopped by fear, guilt, or persuasion. If she has decided, she acts. Quickly, brightly, unexpectedly. She knows how to deprive a person of support. In a few lines, she can turn the opinions of others against you. Because they listen to her, they believe her. She has the talent of suggestion. And if she talks about you in a negative light, it will be difficult to wash it off. Because her words hit precisely, clearly and convincingly. She is not the one who will destroy a family or career. But if you dare to humiliate her, betray or deceive her, she will turn your life into a public case. She will expose you, and no one will pity you, because she will tell the truth, but in such a way that you will want to disappear. The Gemini woman is dangerous because of her changeability. Today she jokes, tomorrow she destroys. She has no consistency in her reactions. Her logic changes depending on the context. And this is the main risk. You never know what level you are on in her hierarchy. She does not warn about a fall. She simply crosses out. Her anger is control over words. If she decides to punish, she will speak in such a way that every fragment of her speech cuts like glass. And after talking to her, a person can lose confidence, authority, friends. Just because she said it like it is. Without embellishment, without fear, without regret. She does not destroy out of hatred. She destroys out of principle, out of a desire to restore justice, according to her version. And if you are on the wrong side, she will not forgive, will not forget, will not let go. The Gemini woman is one of the most evil, because her anger is not emotional, but rational, not noisy, but intellectual, not obvious, but fatal. And if she decided that you are a problem, she will solve you as a task, with cold precision. The fourth sign is Cancer. A Cancer woman is an emotional depth, which under certain conditions turns into a powerful destructive force. Her anger is not instantaneous, but it grows out of resentment, pain and betrayal. If someone strikes at her heart, she will not forget. She can forgive in words, but inside she will slowly and methodically begin to build a plan to restore balance. And this will not be spontaneous aggression, but silent, merciless internal retribution. The danger of this woman is that she knows where the heart of another person beats. And when she is in pain, she is able to strike where it is truly felt. Her anger is not an explosion, it is pressure. She can remain silent for months, and then return, with one phrase, one action that will turn everything upside down. She does not destroy head-on, she destroys from within. Quietly, precisely, with extreme emotional power. The Cancer woman knows how to manipulate. Her strength is in her ability to be needed, and in her ability to disappear at the most inopportune moment. If you offend her, she will disappear, but not just like that. She will take with her warmth, love, attention, care. And the person she left will find herself in emptiness. She knows how to cause dependence, and then deprive. Her departure is a punishment, and it hits harder than any scream. In a relationship, she can endure for a long time, forgive a lot, but if she reaches the limit, she becomes cruel. She knows what exactly will destroy the other. She feels where the weakness is, where the fear is, where the vulnerability is. And if she decides to use this knowledge, it will be impossible to stop her. Her revenge will not be loud. It will be subtle, psychological, deep. Her anger can also manifest itself in isolation. She stops talking, stops listening, turns into a cold iceberg that destroys not with blows, but with the absence of warmth. And this is her worst form of aggression, absence. When she is no longer around, when her energy is no longer available, when she no longer feels, because she has burned everything inside herself. A Cancer woman is an emotional ocean, but if you wake it up in anger, it turns into a tsunami. She does not seek conflict, but if she is betrayed, she does not care. She will not scream, she will simply leave, taking with her the soul of the one who allowed it. And she will not return. Never. The fifth sign is Libra. The Libra woman appears soft, diplomatic and reserved on the outside. But her true strength is in her ability to balance good and evil. And if the good is exhausted, she activates the second scale. Her anger is not violent, but quiet. Not in the form of scandals, but through moves that change the balance around. She will not take revenge directly. She will simply turn the situation around so that you yourself will be guilty, even if it was not. She is a master of influence. Her ability to manipulate opinion makes her one of the most dangerous. She knows how to place accents, change the context, use others as mirrors through which she reflects her intentions. The Libra woman does not throw tantrums. Her anger is in logic, in delivery, in the arrangement of words. And as a result, you lose your footing, not understanding how and when everything went wrong. The Libra woman never raises her voice. She does not need it. She creates an atmosphere of doubt, uncertainty, anxiety around you. She asks questions that have no right answers. She can make you defend yourself, even if you are not guilty. Her strength is in duality, in creating conditions where your confidence becomes a weapon against you. She will not forgive if you upset her inner balance. If she trusted you, and you let her down, she will not sort things out. She will simply start collecting arguments. And when there are enough of them, she will present them in such a way that you will have neither words nor allies left. She will not forget humiliation. She will not forgive ignoring. She will not accept the fact that her opinion was ignored. She can remain silent for a long time. But when she decides to speak, the consequences will be irreversible. The Libra woman is not aggressive, but she is precise. Her anger is like a verified legal opinion. There are no emotions in it, but there is impeccable argumentation. She leaves no loopholes. Her reproaches sound like a sentence, not loudly, but definitively. And when she says, "I don't believe anymore," it's forever. She knows how to isolate, not directly, not through prohibitions, but through influence. She can distance you from the general circle, devalue your achievements, cause doubts in others. She uses tone, intonation, pauses. Her strength is in the nuances. She is able to change the attitude of others towards you in just one meeting, in which she never called you bad. But after her, they no longer take you seriously. A Libra woman does not forgive pressure. If you try to manipulate, put pressure, force, she will close herself off forever. But she will not just leave. She will create a reality in which you will feel superfluous. She does not take away love. She makes it so that you yourself refuse it, unable to withstand the pressure of her silence and detachment. Her anger is a silent correction of the future. She rewrites the script in which you no longer exist. Or you are, but in the most unfavorable light. She does not argue. She changes the state of affairs. And she does it slowly. But irreversibly, a Libra woman can be smiling even at the moment of punishment. Because for her it is an act of balance. She believes that evil is not rage, but the restoration of justice. She does not look for a victim. She corrects the violation of harmony. And if you have become the cause of this violation, you are subject to removal. She does not use direct violence, but her words can be more painful than blows. Her behavior is distance. Her reaction is a precise phrase. Her end is complete disappearance. She does not warn. She leaves, leaving behind a void in which there was once trust. A Libra woman is dangerous because you do not notice the moment when you cross the line. She does not give signals. She does not speak directly, but she records everything, and then she passes judgment. Without shouting, without discussion, only a conclusion, only a cold decision. She doesn't destroy if everything is fine. But if you shake her confidence, question her value or disturb her inner peace, she becomes a person from whom there is no escape. Because she destroys beautifully, precisely, and forever. And this is what makes the Libra woman one of the most dangerous and evil, when there is a reason. Because her anger is mathematics, which means she always knows when it's time to erase you from the equation.